let's take a look at updated team needs after free agency. This from PFF, Pro Football Focus. Browns linebacker, offensive tackle, wide receiver. They could use a run-stopping linebacker to complement a defense that heavily leans on pass rush coverage prowess. Both of the team's starting offensive tackles suffered season-ending injuries. Jedrick Will's contract expires at the end of 2024. Browns could search for a left tackle in case of that eventual departure. Judy's arrival welcomed, but the team could use another weapon. All fair. When you look at this roster, what do you see and what do you think of the roster?
I think it's a very good roster. And, you look at those team needs and they sort of come across as a little bit nitpicky. You're saying, well, that's not really a need. We've got Jordan Hicks brought in at linebacker. You look at the offensive tackles and it's the same group effectively as it was from a year ago when they were fine, even though they had to go. They've even got depth. The guy like DeJuan Jones showing last season that he could be a starter and probably should be a starter right away. But it is a long-term type of thing because the roster is so good right now. You look at it top to bottom and you say there really aren't that many holes on this group. So we're looking for where could they upgrade or where do they need to plan for next year in terms of needs or that kind of thing. I think they've done a really good job of putting the roster back together again because it was a brief period of time when it started to erode and it looked like maybe they weren't going to be able to keep a legitimately high-end roster together, particularly once they made the trade for Deshaun Watson and given him the huge contract. But they've done a fantastic job, I think, of putting it back together and really attacking what is a championship caliber roster if they can just get high-end quarterback play again.